welcome back to my channel. So today I will be making brown stewed chicken, and as also I will be cooking some green plantain, and I'll be making some dumplings, and I think I'm gonna be making some rice also. So today I have a whole chicken which I have already cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season it. There's a little extra water on it, so I've already washed my meat with vinegar, and I also use lemon juice. For no specific reason today, I just use both of them. You could only use one. And I'm gonna throw off the extra water. And over here I have my Badia seasoning. Guys, sorry for bending down. I'm a little tall and this is the extension. It's been extended. It can't go up anymore unless I push this out a little bit. Right here. But I'm still gonna, okay. So also I'm gonna be using rosemary. And you could also get the real rosemary at the Caribbean store. The one that has the branches. But I bought this one in the jar. Rosemary. And over here I have my browning. I have my garlic powder. And I also have my ginger powder. And over here I have a pack of Badia chicken flavor cubes. I'm also going to be using some for flavor. And also over here I have my chicken flavor mix. I'm going to put it in there. I also have some carrots which I'm going to be using also. And I have a pepper. I have a hot pepper. For people who do not love pepper, like cannot stay the heat, cannot stand the heat, you don't have to use it. So, and then over here I have my carrot, and I have an Irish potato. So I'm gonna be seasoning my meat, and I'm not gonna be measuring the seasoning, because I've already know what amount to put in. You could measure your seasoning. You could use two tablespoons of seasoning. And this chicken is about four and a half pounds. And I'm also gonna be adding a teaspoon of garlic powder. I did not measure. I used my discretion. And also I'm going to be using a teaspoon of ginger. Also I'm going to be using a pinch of rosemary. You don't want to use too much rosemary because rosemary will make it a little bitter, so you just got to use a little bit. I'm just going to use a pinch. Alright guys. And over here I have my thyme, and I'm going to put my thyme in. And over here I have my garlic, which I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut my garlic. So I'm going to cut off the tip part of the garlic, guys. And this is one of my t-shirts from Life with Julie. This is one of my t-shirts, guys. You like it? I think it's very cute. So I'm going to cut off the bottom part of the scallion. Some people call it onion. But over here I have my onion, so I don't know what to call this. I call this scallion. I'm from the Caribbean. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to squeeze down my garlic. And I'm going to cut it. And I'm also going to put my scallion a little bit right here. And I'm going to cut it. Alright, and over here I have my onion. And I'm peeling my onion, so I'm gonna cut my onion. You could cut your onion on the board, but I'm just cutting the onion with my hand. Putting it over the dish with the chicken. And I use like 2 ounces of onions. And over here I have my Irish potato, which I'm gonna peel after. So now I'm gonna add my browning. And you're gonna use 1 spoonful of browning. You don't want to make your meat bitter, so you have to know what amount to put in there. And I'm gonna season it. Actually, you could have soaked your meat from overnight, but I'm gonna let it soak for 1 hour because I didn't prepare for that, so I'm gonna just let it soak for 1 hour. There's a piece of chicken drop here. So guys, this is how it looks right here. So now I'm gonna put it to soak for 1 hour and I'm gonna come back. So now that I've seasoned my chicken and it's pre-soaked for 1 hour, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna brown stew my chicken. So over here I have the pot. You could see what I'm doing. So over here I have the pot, and I'm gonna put a tablespoon of oil inside the pot. I'm not gonna measure it. And also gonna put my chicken inside. I'm gonna try to take off most of the seasoning, but don't worry if all of the seasoning is not off. So I'm gonna try to take off some of the seasoning. I'm putting everything inside the pot, and you could hear how it's frying up over here. So now that the chicken is fried up a little bit, because remember I did not put any water in the pot because the chicken already has water absorbed inside of it. So when I cover it like this, I let it stay for, let me bring it close to you. I let it stay like for 15 minutes. Look, and you could see when it starts frying, then I'm gonna add some water. And I like to brown stew my chicken for 1 hour and 15 minutes. The 1 hour is for cooking the chicken, and the next 15 minutes is for cooking my vegetable. So over here I have some string beans, and I got these string beans from my friend at work. So I'm gonna cut these string beans, and when the pot is almost cooked, 15 minutes before it's cooked, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna drop it inside of the pot. So now I'm gonna put some water inside of the pot. I'm gonna put some water inside of the pot. And this chicken has been cooking for about 25 minutes now. So I actually put, this is actually 3 cups of water together that I put on the chicken. So I'm gonna let it stay there and cook for the next 35 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and add the rest of my vegetable, and the pot will be ready. Stay with me. And now I have 15 minutes to finish off. my brown stew chicken, and over here I have my vegetables, which I'm gonna add in right now. I cut my string beans up and my Irish potato and my carrots and all my other seasoning like my escallion and garlic and onions. And now I'm gonna add all these herbs. And also, if you taste the pot and you need a little more seasoning or a little salt, I didn't put any salt inside my pot because this seasoning already has everything inside of it, the complete seasoning, so I didn't have the need to add any salt. So now I'm gonna add it. I also add a little bit of ketchup to it, the gravy. So now I'm gonna stir it around and I'm gonna let it simmer for 15 minutes. And over here I have my yellow rice, which I cook from scratch. I use turmeric, and I also use a pack of chicken noodle soup, and I also add some olive oil and a little bit of salt. So now, and over here I also have my plantains and my dumplings, and these dumplings are cornmeal dumplings, and I didn't peel off the skin of the plantain. It's much easier for you guys if the skin is not peeled off. Just wash it, cut the sides and cut it, and that's it. So over here I'm gonna clean up because we have some stuff in the way, and so I'm gonna clean up over here, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the finished meal. So now all my dishes are ready. This is my rice over here, my yellow rice which I made from scratch, and this is my brown stew chicken right here, and also this is my cornmeal dumpling and my green plantain. So now I have shared a plate over here, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna eat. So good.